Yud Aleph, Ve'ela Shemos B'nai Israel, and this is what the pasuk says, and these are the names of the sons of Israel. Shemos Hainu al derech Shem Tov Shem Mishem and Tov. The names here is like was just explained on the verse, that a good name is better than good oil, that Keser is better than Chochmah. The concept of Shmor Gadol. Val derech v'asisi l'chashem ukana, like the concept of I will make for yourself a name. I'll make for you a name. And like was explained, Kanu Shem Tov, that they acquired a good name, that Elishmus B'nai Israel, that the B'nai Israel got the names. Shimshich Ulamayla Gdulas Havaya, that they drew down above the greatness of Havaya, the greatness of Hashem's name. Shemar Gadol Shuhu Al Yidei HaHamshach HaMipnimis Yichud Abba Ve'ima, that's the flow. You draw down from the inner union of Abba Nima. Giloi, that's not just for Kiyum Olamos. Okay, Inyan Mashikos Vizkadla Vizkadash made Abba, and like we say in Kaddish, to be greatened and made holy, his great name. Yehesh made Abba Mevarachulu, and his great name should be greatened and so forth. And that is that the name Havaya is greatened from his essence and being maybe blessed, and that's the concept of will be greatened and made holy. That through this you draw down the blessing of Havaya also into worlds. And so that's why we say to the world and world of worlds. And so it says, 3 levels of olam. Maybe that's like almost brietzios maybe. And the main concept of drawing down this inner flow, from the holiness of Shem Havaya, Mamer b'neshamas Yisrael, it shines into the souls of Israel. Shemos b'nei Israel, ki kol mevarech misbarich. Because anyone who blesses gets blessed. So we draw down into Shem Havaya, so it comes down to us as well. Shemos, and that's why it says by b'nei Israel, their names. Ve'ela Shemos b'nei Israel, that these are the names of the sons of Israel. Like the concept of, and I will make for you a name, Kashem Agadolim. That was said to David. So when it says, I'll make for you a name, so that's a concept of I will give you Hamshacha from this level. So Ve'ela Shemos b'nei Israel, as the B'nai Israel drew down this concept of the Shemos. Zeu she'amru Razal barabos reish Parshas Shemos shkulim hem Yisrael k'tzeva hashamayim. This is why our sages said Medrash Rabbah Shemos that Yisrael are compared or on the level of the hosts of heaven, the angels, and so forth. Ne'amar kan Shemos, it says by, it says over here names, v'ne'amar ba'kuchavim Shemos, and it says by stars, the hosts of heaven names. Mona mispar la'kuchavim l'chulam Shemos yikra, that he counts, he gives a count to the stars and calls them all by name, by Shemos. L'fi shehem mishulim la'kuchavim, and since they're compared to the stars, Karashimos lukulam, he calls them all by name. Like it's, and this is what it says, and these are the names of the sons of Israel. Look what's brought on the verse, that look, Havaya is called in the name of Bezalel, also their concept of Kara Havaya and B'Shem. And the concept is it's brought in Zohar Truma concerning the stars, that from them is the main flow, concept of flow in the world, that there's no blade of grass below that does not have a star and a mazel above that affects it. So to the shine of the of the precious stones comes from the sparkle of the stars. Al Pi HaMedrash Ein Sham Barichus, and look over there at length. V'daf Kufayin Amud Beis, and the Rebbe says on the bottom, V'daf Kufayin Amud Beis, Ulay Tzarech Lios V'daf Kufayin Beis Amud Aleph. V'hineim Ken Yishpo Beis Bechinos, and if so, there's two concepts in it. Ha'alef Mashmashpia Lamata, the first is that it gives flow downwards below. Ha'beis Mashmekabel Tchila Milamayla, and the second is that which it first receives from above. She'ef Shar She'ashpia Lamata, Bilti She'kabel Tchila Milamayla, that it cannot give flow down below before, unless it first receives from above. And like it's explained in another place, that in every source of flow has three concepts. The first is that which it receives from above, and that's the higher concept in it, like the concept of Chachma Bin Adas of it. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Pardes short base break zayin. Looking Pardes about this concept of the Rosh Toch Sof and so forth. Habez bechinas atzmuso, and the second concept in any ilah is its essence, vu bechinas hamtzois, and it's the middle concept, kemu Hagahos, like chesed gvura tiferes of it, hagimul masha mashpia lamata, and the third concept in an ilah is that which it gives down flow below, zu bechinas nihi shabo, and that's the nihi of it. Shein klei hashpa, that they are the vessels to give flow. And that's the concept of that you call them all by name, you give them all shemos, that the concept of shemos is this flow downwards, and so it includes all these three concepts. Now the Ramaz in Zohar Pekudei on this verse that you call them all by name, Perushi explains, they receive the ability to affect their what their action is, what each malach is supposed to do. That's calling them by name, that gives them this ability for each malach to fulfill its shlichus. That each one receives a flow in accordance with its concept and source. And for this reason, these are the Pekudei Hamishkan Adkan Lashono. That's the end of the quote from Zohar Pekudei and the Ramaz. So each one is appointed to do its job and, so to speak, called by name. I guess it's connected to Re'ei Karasi B'Shem B'Tzal. Nimtze Inyan L'Kulam Shemos Yikra. So it's found them that this concept of you call them all by name, Hainu Hashpa, Hanimshach Lahem Al Yidei Hashem V'Ha'us Yoselu. That's the flow that comes to them through the name and these letters. Their particular combination that gives them the ability to do their particular job. And in accordance with the type of flow, that's their name. That, like it's brought in Midrash Rabbah Vayishlach, when Yaakov asked the name of the Malach, he says, why are you asking my name? I'm not always the same name. Not like I'm called now, I'll be called afterwards. Like it says, why are you asking my name? And the story of Shimshon says, my name is, it's Peli, it's wondrous, meaning that is that the angel that showed itself to Manoach and his wife, Shimshon, that was about the concept of the Nazirus of Shimshon, Lakach Nikrashmo Peli. That's why his name was Peli then, Al Shem HaNazirus, because it has to do with the being a Nazir, like it says in the Torah about somebody who takes on that oath. It says Yafli, And as is known, the concept of a wonder, mashemuf levanel masechel, that refers to a level that's beyond and hidden from intellect. Shuhu b'chinas arich anpin, that's the concept of arich. Shemisham shorosh nazirus, that's where the level of the crown on the head of nazirus comes from. So it's the concept of pella. So that's the malach is called on that name because of the shlichus. Moshe Kaz b'Zohar Parshas naso l'chein malach shehalach b'shlichus zeh nimshach lo Hashem. Therefore, the malach that went on this shlichus is called this name Peli. Uke'inyan mashakazu b'rabos Parsha Shmini, Parsha Gimel, Lefish Ma'isiyani Nikrachulu, like Hashem says to Moshe, Medrash Rabba Shmini, you want to know my name? I'm called according to my acts. Or in Parsha Shmini in Medrash it's talking about Malach maybe. That that through these names you also draw down the flow from the star downwards. And look what's brought about the concept of these names in the Torah. And that's why it says you call them all by name according to the flow that's given to them. And therefore the stars have names that through them their concept becomes proclaimed in the world. That from there, that comes all that kinds of flow downwards below. And look what it's brought in the Mamer that he called to Moshe in the Torah concerning the stars that you see through the sukkah. That they're higher than the concept of the sun. That they're from the 8th firmament. So usually, I guess usually there's Zayin Rakim, but the stars are in the 8th. It says the stars will not be embarrassed in the time to come, which is not the case with the sun and the moon. Therefore, the names of the sons of Israel compared to stars, that says by them names. But it says v'chafra alvana v'chubosha chama, but it says matzdike rabim kekochavim lo'olam vad. Vayin min yin kochav b'me'orei or oskaf. Look what it says about kochav and me'orei or. The perish kochav ainu ko kaf vav kaf beis. It's made up of the letters kaf vav and kaf beis. Perish kaf vav ainu mispar shem avaya. That the kaf of part of kochav corresponds with the gematria of Avaya's name, and that's drawn out through the 22 letters. Like it's brought in Medrash on the verse, we will rejoice and be happy in you. But bach is kaf beis, bekaf beis osios Torah, and the 22 letters of the Torah. Valderech ze ne'emar be'Yisrael ve'ele Shemos. And similarly, it says by Israel that these are the names that just like by stars, the concept of their name is that which is drawn down to them, the flow from above. So through this, they give down flow below. And that's the concept of a name, that their name is known. That the fact that the name is known is because it's giving down flow downwards. It's a concept of ashpa. Okay, Inyan Hanizkar B'Mishnah Reish Perek Zayin de Peah, like it's brought in the Mishnah Peah, called Zayis Sheish Lo Shem Hulu, that any olive tree that has a name, you don't have to give Peah on. B'Shmo, for example, what's its name? Shaya Shofchani or by Shani, that is that this olive tree is well known to give a lot of flow, or it doesn't give a lot. it's recognized and has a name. But what does it mean, shofchani? That it flows a lot of oil. And look over there in the Mishnah. So it's implied then that it's drawn from it a great flow of oil. That's called that it has a name. Therefore you can't forget it. So to the concept of Israel, you call them all by name, or the stars that you call them all by name, that they're called a name through the concept of this flow that comes from them, and that is also through the name that the Holy One, blessed be He, calls them. That's the flow that comes through this name, like we said, like with the concept of that He is wondrous, or is the peli from the hamshacha, from arich, for the level of the nazir. And through this name it gives that kind of flow, that through this you draw down through that malach, and in Shimshon Shaya Nazir, the concept of Shimshon, who was a nazir, by calling him peli. Look what says in Likutei Torah Shir Hashirim concerning I came to my garden, concerning that I ate my honeycomb. Nizkar Ya'ari, so it's called my honeycomb, or my forest. Masha Malachim Hem Shluchi HaShefa, that this corresponds with the concept of the angels that are the messengers of the flow. And similarly is the concept of these are the names of the sons of Israel. Rabbi Meir have a daik bishma, that Rabbi Meir would scrutinize and learn from a name. Like Reuven is called that because of see my son, or see a son, the concept of sight. That which is the type of service of Hashem, of gazing at the beauty of the king, of the honor of the king, to awaken love. So Reuven corresponds with contemplation of Hashem, to awaken avas Hashem. That's why the sages are called the eyes of the congregation, because they correspond with this concept of sight, of gazing at Hashem. And through this, I wonder if it has any connection to Vayachazu Elokim Vayuchlu V'yishtu. And through this, it awakens the flow from above, also in a way of sight, like it says that Hashem saw my affliction. Like it says the eyes of Havaya are to the righteous. Like it says in the Mamer, of you hearted me with one of your eyes. So the concept of if the tzaddikim gaze from below, so Hashem gazes at them from above. In a similar way, that's being medayik b'shem Reuben. ובדיבור המסחיל יונסי בחג ויעשלה שלא נתפס בליקוטי תורה ועל דרך זהו עניין שמעון לוי ויהודה. And similarly are the concept of the names of Shimon, Levi, and Yehuda. Each one corresponds with their type of hashpah. כמו שכתוב בדיבור המסחיל יהודה עתה הנ"ל נמצא השמות נקרא בהם על שם פעולתם. So it's found that the names are called referring to their acts that they do. כמו ראובן בבחינת ראייה, like Reuven with the concept of sight. That my eyes are constantly towards Hashem. That through this he drew down light from above. The concept of that Havaya's eyes are to those who fear him. And this concept is revealed and shines. And about this it says a name is better, a name is good. better than good oil. And it's like an example of this is what it says. Look, Hashem is called the name of Betzalel. Hashem Chochmaso Nikra Kain. He's called that because of his wisdom. Al derech Betzel Kel Hayisav Yadata, like the statement that you were in the order of building the Mishkan, that you were in the shadow of Kel and you knew. So Betzalel is called that. The shame is called on the hashpa of Chochma. Zohar Truma. Daf Kuf Nun Beis. Amud Aleph Ushmei B'Razayla Ikri Hachi Betzalel. It says in Zohar Truma that his name is in a supernal secret, that he's called like this: Betzalel, Betzel Kel, in the shadow of Kel, Uman Yehuda Tzadik. And who is that? That refers to the Tzadik, the concept of Yisod. Perish Yisod, Hu HaMekasher, Umevi HaShafal HaMekabel Kanal. That's the Midah, the Yisod, that connects and brings the flow to the receiver. And like we said, Benyin Shemesh U'Magen, with the concept of the sun and its shield. That's which is Yisod and Malchus. Diu Yasiv B'Tzel Kel, that he sits in the shadow of Kel. Hahud Ikri Kel Elyon, the one that's called the supernal Kel. So what shadow does he sit in? That he gets the hashpa, the shorish of the hashpa, Pirish Bina, Sheba Iskalus Atik, Shinekra Kel Elyon, that in Bina you have the revelation of Atik that's called the supernal Kel, as is known, and also in the Kavan of Shemona Esrei of Kel Elyon. Bechina Soviv Kulal mean that this is the level of that which encompasses the worlds. So Betzel Kel gets this hashpa originating from Soviv. Like it's brought in the Mamer Likutei Torah, and you should know today where it brings this kavana from Shemona Esrei of Vehanora and the awesome, that it's not just Tiferes, but refers to hashpa from above as well, Kel Elyon, V'Ratzon Lomar, Shekoach hashpa lamata b'bechinas shemesh u'magin chulu, that the ability to give this flow below in a way of the sun and its shield, the hashpa from Yisod to Malchus chulu, nimshech melamayla mayla, that ability comes from very, very high, all the way up, al derech hamagbi lasheves, like the concept of that he is exalted high in order to sit, and therefore he descends downwards in order to see that this hashpa, this yichud, comes from Iskalus Atik and Bina, of Keser, of Arich, Kel Elyon. V'zeu Kel Elyon, and that's the Kel Elyon, v'konei hakol, b'chinas kol, hu yisod, the concept of kol. So what does it mean, konei hakol? So v'konei, there is the kavana of v'nakeh. It's also corresponding with a mazel from Keser, but Hakol is the concept of Yisod, who Yisod, Ki Kol B'Shamayim V'Aretz Kulu, that the word Kol is that unites the heavens and earth. Shenehi Chadashim Nimshachim Al Yidei Keser Kulu, that because you had Hagahos go up to Chabad and Nehi go up to Hagahos, so you have Nehi is empty, and you draw down a new Nehi from Keser, it, so to speak, bends over. So that's Konei HaKol, so that's Chasadim Tovim, so that's B'nei B'neihem, and so forth. Shenehi Chadashim Nimshachim Al Yidei Keser Chulu, that the new Nehi is drawn through Keser, Shemeir Bo HaBechina, Shemeir B'Yisod, Tzadik Elyon, that shines into it, the concept that shines into Yisod, the supernal Tzadik, B'chinas Tzel Kel Chulu, the concept of the shadow of Kel. It's interesting that it is Betzalel. We said first it was Chachma. Now we're saying that it's Betzel Kel, Kel being Keser. So again, you have this concept of Shem Tov and Shemen Tov. Like it's brought in Torah Ohr, And then it says on the bottom, Mizeh Torah Ohr Hatorah Shemos Torah, that these Maimorim are actually in Likutei Torah, not Torah Ohr. And if this is not a mistake of the one who wrote this down, we can explain this according to what it's known. Likutei Torah nidfas besur hemshach la Torah Ohr. That the Likutei Torah is really also Torah Ohr. It was printed in extension and a continuation of the Torah Ohr. Shelachin beotza acha shalai Likutei Torah nichtav ala shad Likutei Torah Shemos vayikra. It says Shemos and Vayikra that this is the second volume of Torah Ohr. The Bamidbar Shezeu Chelik Gimel V'chulu, and Bamidbar is the third portion, meaning third from the first. That Beishis and Shemos of Torah Ohr is the first part, and so forth. And back in the Mamer. And in Hazinu Hashamayim, the third Mamer of Hamshachazu, Yishlom Marli Bitziluchim Maratevi Yashavti, and this flow from Kesser we can say is in his shadow I sat, and I had chemda, I enjoyed it. So it's the concept of the shadow of Kesser. Like this verse. Look what it's brought in the verse. It's good to take shade or protection under Hashem. And like we brought before, it's the concept of the stars in the sukkah. So bitzilo, in his shadow, which is the concept of the sukkah, that's called the shadow of emunah. Who also Torah, and this concept is the toil in Torah, like it says in the verse, I will place my words in your mouth, and I will cover you with the shadow of my hands, or of my hand. So the hands of the shadow corresponds with my placing my words in your mouth. And that's the concept of these are the names, Ve'ela, and these is in addition to the first ones, because we're talking about an addition to light, an extra light that's drawn to the souls of Israel, and the greatness of the light, with a greater strength and ability, more than the names of the stars. That the first ones are the stars and Bnei Israel that are compared to them adds on to them not just the regular flow of creation, but the Shpa Pnimis, Shem Hamshacha, B'Seder Ishtalshlus, that the stars are correspond with the flow in the order of creation, Ugadol Kaman Barichus, as we will explain at length. Kitzer, Ve'ela Shemos, Hainu Tov Shem Shemen. So we said that these are the names, corresponds with a good name is better than oil. Vasisi L'Chashem, and I will make for you a name. Nemar kan Shemos, v'nemar b'kochavim Shemos. It says names here, and it says names by the stars. Ushmo Peli, and his name was Peli. Lashpia inyan Kiyafli, because he's giving the flow of Kiyafli Neder Nazir. Valderach Zev Ve'ela Shemos. And similarly, is that these are the names. Kol Zayis Shiur Shem Basada, we brought from Mishnah Peyav about any olive tree that has a name in the field. Ruven Urieli Stakla Bikara de Malka, that Ruven was called his name, referring to gazing at the honor of the king. And similarly, the eye of Hashem is to those who fear him. Bitzalel Kel, we said Bitzalel was the shadow of Kel, the drawing down from Kesser, and that's to the words of Torah in your mouth. And I will cover you with the shadow of my hand. Torah v'gamach, in Torah and Gemilas Chasadim. And through this, notice that the Gemilas Chasadim here wasn't mentioned in the Perek, but it's mentioned here that it's part of drawing down the Hamshacha. It's not just Eisek Torah, but it's also Gemach. And through this, Havaya calls in the name of Betzalel, which refers to the Hashpa in this aspect.